Water fountains, both plumbed-in and plug-in types, must be on a ground fault circuit interrupter circuit or receptacle. This is because they are considered outdoor electrical equipment and are therefore subject to the ground fault circuit interrupter requirements of Article 210.8b of the National Electrical Code. That section specifies that all 125 volts, single-phase, 15 amps and 20 amps receptacles installed outdoors shall have ground fault circuit interrupter protection for personnel. Ground fault circuit interrupters are safety devices designed to protect people from electrical shock. They work by monitoring the current flowing through a circuit. If the current flowing out of the circuit differs from the current returning by a small amount, such as 5 milliamps, the ground fault circuit interrupter quickly trips, cutting off the power. This prevents electricity from flowing through a person's body, which could cause serious injury or death. Ground fault circuit interrupter protection is essential for water fountains because they are often located in areas where people are likely to be wet, such as near pools or in parks. Water is a good conductor of electricity, so if someone touches a faulty water fountain while they are wet, they are at a higher risk of electrical shock. Ground fault circuit interrupters can help to prevent these shocks by quickly cutting off the power. In high-rise buildings, ground fault circuit interrupter receptacles are required for electrical and mechanical rooms. This includes the main electrical room, pump room, generator room, and similar spaces. These rooms are considered wet locations and are therefore subject to the ground fault circuit interrupter requirements of Article 210.8 of the National Electrical Code. That section specifies that all 125 volts, single-phase, 15 amps, and 20 amps receptacles installed in specific locations shall have ground fault circuit interrupter protection for personnel. These locations include 1. Bathrooms, 2. Kitchens, 3. Garages and accessory buildings, 4. Outdoors, 5. Crawl spaces, 6. Unfinished basements, and 7. Utility rooms. The reasoning for ground fault circuit interrupter protection in these areas is similar to that for water fountains. The presence of water or moisture increases the risk of electrical shock. Public bathrooms in gyms located within high-rise buildings require a receptacle. This requirement stems from the classification of these bathrooms as habitable rooms, as defined by Article 210.52b of the National Electrical Code. That section states that every habitable room shall have at least one receptacle outlet. A habitable room is generally defined as a room in a building for living, sleeping, eating, or cooking. While a bathroom isn't typically used for those activities in a residential sense, it is a space people occupy and use regularly. Therefore, to provide a convenient power source for items like hair dryers or other personal appliances, at least one receptacle is mandated. Main electrical rooms and meter rooms also have specific requirements to enhance safety and organization. Firstly, a door sign is required. Main electrical rooms, meter rooms, and similar spaces must have a sign on the door that says "No Storage, Name of Room." This requirement comes from Article 110.26 F1 of the National Electrical Code, which states that electrical rooms or closets shall be identified by a sign on the door. The sign shall have the words "electrical room" or "electrical closet" and shall include a warning against storage of combustible materials. The purpose of this sign is to clearly identify the room's purpose and to prevent the storage of combustible materials, which could pose a fire hazard. Secondly, ventilation is required in main electrical rooms and meter rooms. These rooms must have sufficient ventilation to prevent excessive accumulation of heat. This requirement is found in Article 450.42b of the National Electrical Code, which states that electrical rooms shall have sufficient ventilation to prevent excessive accumulation of heat. Electrical equipment generates heat during operation. If this heat isn't properly dissipated, it can lead to equipment malfunction, reduced lifespan, and even fire. Ventilation helps to maintain a safe operating temperature for the electrical equipment. Thirdly, automatic door closure is required. Main electrical rooms, meter rooms, and similar spaces must have doors equipped with a self-closing latch. This requirement comes from Article 110.26 F2 of the National Electrical Code, which states that electrical rooms shall be accessible only to qualified persons. The door or doors shall be equipped with a self-closing latch. The purpose of this requirement is to restrict access to the electrical room to qualified personnel only and to ensure that the door remains closed to prevent unauthorized entry. The self-closing latch helps to maintain the security and safety of the electrical equipment. In summary, ground fault circuit interrupter protection is required for water fountains and receptacles in electrical and mechanical rooms due to the potential for wet locations. Receptacles are needed in public bathrooms and gyms because they are considered habitable rooms. Electrical rooms must have door signs, ventilation, and self-closing latches to ensure safety and prevent unauthorized access. These requirements are outlined in the National Electrical Code and are essential for electrical safety. The specific articles mentioned provide the details necessary to ensure compliance. Understanding these requirements is crucial for electricians, building managers, and anyone involved in the design, installation, or maintenance of electrical systems. It ensures the safety of people and property by minimizing the risk of electrical shock, fire, and equipment failure. The presence of ground fault circuit interrupters helps to mitigate the risks associated with electrical faults in wet or damp environments. By quickly interrupting the circuit when a ground fault is detected, these devices prevent dangerous electrical shocks. The National Electrical Code mandates their use in areas where the risk of exposure to water is high, such as outdoors, in bathrooms, and in certain mechanical rooms. This proactive approach to safety significantly reduces the likelihood of electrical accidents. Proper signage on electrical rooms serves as a clear warning to unauthorized personnel. By identifying the room's purpose and prohibiting the storage of combustible materials, the sign helps to prevent potential hazards. This simple measure can significantly reduce the risk of fire and other accidents. The sign should be prominently displayed and easily visible to anyone approaching the room. Adequate ventilation in electrical rooms is crucial for maintaining a safe operating temperature for electrical equipment. Overheating can lead to equipment malfunction, reduced lifespan, and even fire. By providing sufficient ventilation, the heat generated by electrical equipment is dissipated, preventing the accumulation of excessive heat. This helps to ensure the reliable and safe operation of electrical systems. Self-closing latches on electrical room doors help to restrict access to authorized personnel only. This prevents unauthorized individuals from entering the room and potentially tampering with electrical equipment or exposing themselves to electrical hazards. The self-closing mechanism ensures that the door remains closed, even if someone forgets to close it manually. This simple feature adds an extra layer of security to the electrical room. The National Electrical Code is a comprehensive set of standards that provides guidelines for the safe installation and maintenance of electrical systems. It is developed and updated regularly by the National Fire Protection Association, a non-profit organization that focuses on fire prevention and electrical safety. Compliance with the National Electrical Code is essential for ensuring the safety of people and property. Local jurisdictions often adopt and enforce the National Electrical Code, and it is important to be aware of the specific requirements in your area. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility. Electricians, building managers, and homeowners all play a role in ensuring that electrical systems are safe and properly maintained. Regular inspections, proper installation practices, and adherence to the National Electrical Code are all essential for preventing electrical accidents. By taking proactive measures to address electrical safety concerns, we can create safer environments for everyone. It is important to note that the National Electrical Code is a complex document, and it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer if you have any questions or concerns about electrical safety. They can provide expert guidance and ensure that your electrical systems are installed and maintained in accordance with the latest codes and standards. Electrical safety is not something to be taken lightly. By understanding the potential hazards and taking appropriate precautions, we can all help to prevent electrical accidents and create safer environments. The specific articles mentioned in this explanation provide a starting point for understanding the requirements, but it is important to consult the full text of the National Electrical Code for complete and accurate information. Remember, electrical work can be dangerous, and it is always best to leave it to qualified professionals. The information provided is intended for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer for any electrical work or safety concerns. Adherence to the National Electrical Code is crucial for ensuring the safety of people and property. By understanding the requirements and taking appropriate precautions, we can all help to prevent electrical accidents and create safer environments.